Day 9 of Florida's 60-day legislative session is jam-packed. I'm Matt Gelka in Tallahassee, and I'll tell you what's going on. The story coming up.
Plus, as an event today takes place at the Capitol commemorating this week's anniversary of Roe versus Wade, House members are pushing for tighter laws on abortion clinics.
And 15 new officers are ready to hit the streets of Tallahassee, a few tasks that are already waiting for them at the door.
And Rob's here talking about that sub-freezing weather once again. How long will that hang around?
Live from the WCTV studios, this is Eyewitness News Daybreak. Coverage you can count on.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. This morning I was thinking about the balmy 80-degree Christmas that we had. What a contrast this morning.
Yes,
My goodness.
indeed. We finally got there.
Hold on. Did you like this better or did you like that better?
I kind of like this a little bit better. It's a little more seasonal.
it is this time
80
of
degrees
year,
Christmas Day, not so great.
Yeah.
Now, if it wasn't Christmas Day, just in general, do you like that better or this better?
Just in general?
Just in general.
In general, I'd probably like that better.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
I like the cold every now and then.
Every now and then is the key part there. We've had it for a couple of days in a row, so it's getting a little tiresome, I understand. We do have a little bit of a warm-up that is scheduled to start doing its thing over the next couple of days. The radar picture is clear, it's quiet, it's going to stay that way today. Maybe we pick up a few isolated rain showers tomorrow later in the day. Better chance for that will be on Friday. There's a nice little storm system moving across parts of the Midwest and the Ohio Valley. That's where all the sloppy weather is going to stay. But this same energy and the southern extension of it will get dragged through our area by Friday, and that will bring in the next little push of cooler air probably for Saturday night and Sunday. As far as the temperatures this morning go, look how cold it is in Monticello, down to 26. It's 27 in Albany, 28 in Camilla, it's 29 in Tallahassee, 30 for Thomasville, it's 31 in Perry. Just about everybody at or below freezing. St. Mark's, Apalachicola, the two spots above at 33 degrees right now. Futurecast is going to show that today we pick up a couple of high thin clouds. More clouds tomorrow, and then the rain chances are going to get here, I think, early in the morning on Friday, probably lingering a bit, and might even see the clouds linger into Saturday. So that means maybe not as cold Saturday morning as it will be on Sunday morning. And of course, it's awfully cold out there this morning. We're expecting a bunch of upper 20s. I think this afternoon, though, a little bit more seasonable with those top numbers up over 60. I'll have the full breakdown, guys, in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Rob. Well, it's day 9 of Florida's legislative session, and it's a busy one. Legislators will take on everything from voting to DUIs.
All while celebrating Florida Tourism Day at the Capitol. Matt Galka has the latest.
Good morning, everyone. Day 9 of Florida's 60-day legislative session is jam-packed. Here's what's going on. There are plenty of days at the Capitol, and Wednesday brings Florida Tourism Day. Members of the Florida Cabinet will speak at an event celebrating the industry. A bill that would create a public records exemption for all registered voters in the state will go before a Senate committee. And refusing a breathalyzer if a cop suspects you're driving under the influence could come with much stiffer penalties under a bill being reviewed by the Senate Judiciary Committee. State Democrats will also celebrate the 43rd anniversary of the Roe v. Wade decision in a press conference, and Moffitt Cancer Center will celebrate the 11th annual Moffitt Day at the state capitol. Reporting in Tallahassee, I'm Matt Gelka.
Speaking of the Roe versus Wade anniversary event, two political leaders are holding a press conference this afternoon on that. Democratic leader Arthenia Joyner of Tampa and Representative Lori Berman of Lantana will outline some legislation responding to safeguarding a woman's right to choose. The lawmakers will be joined by the Florida Alliance of Planned Parenthood affiliates. It all starts at 12:15 on the 4th floor of the Capitol in front of the Senate chambers. Speaking of abortion, House members are pushing for tighter regulations at abortion clinics. A committee passed a bill holding the clinics to the same building standards as hospitals. Opponents, though, claim the plan is too tough and would put abortion clinics out of business. A Planned Parenthood spokesman says that Texas passed a similar law that is now being challenged in the U.S. Supreme Court.
Several organizations will gather at the Capitol to unveil a new bill protecting Floridians with chronic medical conditions. Now, the Epilepsy Association of Central Florida and other members of the Florida Patient Stability Coalition will host that press conference. Their goal is to protect those with chronic, complex, or rare health conditions from mid-year health insurance changes that could actually put them at risk. It all gets underway at 12:30 in the House of Representatives press room. A new economic forecast could put a damper on Governor Scott's budget plan. The report says that the state will have nearly $400 million less tax revenue than actually expected. The governor's spokesperson called the reduction slight, adding that Scott still backs his plan. Now, the state's income will still jump by more than $1 billion for this next fiscal year.
Meanwhile, we're also learning more about Georgia's proposed budget. Governor Nathan Deal says it includes more than $5 million for prison and jail education programs. He hopes the funds will help inmates be more job ready when they get out. The governor's $47.5 billion budget would also boost pay for state workers and teachers. Congresswoman Gwen Graham is launching a big initiative for Florida's rural counties.
That's right. Graham announcing 13 counties across the Big Bend will be part of the Department of Agriculture's Strike Force program. It invests in rural, high-poverty communities to spur job creation, promote home building, and help farmers. Now, the program already exists in 22 other states, including Georgia.
We want to concentrate those efforts and work with the local communities to first identify the major problems. How can we use those resources in a more helpful, strategic way instead of just scattering our resources across an area? How do we all pull them together, leverage them so there's more bang for the buck?
Well, Graham and Deputy Secretary Hardin visited farmers in Gadsden County yesterday as part of the program's launch.
Cyber crimes happen all too often, but an event happening today could give you tips on how to protect yourself from it. The Tallahassee Technology Alliance is holding its monthly luncheon today at the Capital City Country Club. Hancock Bank's Ben Graybar will be there sharing his banking expertise and ways to prevent financial loss through cyber crime. That is scheduled to begin at 11:30 this morning.
15 new officers are now on the job for the Tallahassee Police Department.
As Aaron Lynch tells us, work still needs to be done.
From a pool of 100 applicants, these 15 men and women were chosen to become the newest police officers in Tallahassee, hired with funding from the city's 2015 fiscal year. So these are not the new officers' leaders plan to add with money from the property tax increase. They were brought on board after evaluations and a final interview with the chief.
We can teach skills as far as defensive tactics and shooting and the book knowledge of the law, but you have to have the right person, the right moral fiber, and with the right communication skills, because communication skills are absolutely critical.
The police department still needs another 42 officers to be fully staffed. Aaron Lesh, WCTV Eyewitness News.
And the next round of officers should begin training this April.
All right, well, it is 5:07 now on this Wednesday morning, and starting out another day with those freezing temperatures out there.
Even colder in spots this morning than yesterday. The calm winds will do that for you, drop those actual air temperatures. Another big bundle up kind of morning, but the afternoon going to get a little bit more seasonable. I think we're going to warm up just a little bit, and we'll keep warming up for the next couple of days. So this is the coldest now until maybe the end of the weekend. Lots to break down. Full forecast coming up.